will get us started with the opening kickoff. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, no! The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. To the air, it's Vick. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Coming out aggressively. Makes a grab on the shot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wasting no time taking a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. The 40.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to him. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Finds his man, it's Cook. Tripped up for the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they covered 42 yards on the drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Vick. Quarterback adapting. Grabbed behind the line, it's Franklin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't get him to the ground. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Seminoles want to move quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires on the move. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab. It's Allen. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Vick. Steps away to find some room. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Allen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Allen. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to fire. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Now looking to throw back to the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Noles will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
That's caught. It's Allen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the lefty? He's got to buy some time and scrambles outside the pocket to the right and does a really good job.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left. Eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Got the quick completion. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Got his man downfield. Racing down the left side. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Florida State, number 89, with the catch and score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Texas Longhorns will take over 1st and 10.
This drive will open from the 15. He'll pull it on the read. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Direct snap. It's Allen. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Back to throw, it's Vick. On the move to his left. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Snagged that ball in the end zone, but couldn't keep the foot in bounds along that left sideline. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that's killer, right? You're about to tie the game, big play, just out of bounds. And listen, I still might call a timeout and get him to review this. Did he get a foot down? It's pretty close. It's your decision.
The play action fake. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Steps away. Got a man, it's Allen. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw on first down. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Vick. Looking to buy time. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback and making the play.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Seminoles will try to run out the clock in the final minute. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
Victory formation is so sweet, and the best part is when you're on the road and all those home fans start taking off, and all those cheers, all those loud noise, you don't hear them anymore. It's really quiet.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. to convert, and he'll throw it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
To the air, it's Vick. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. This almost certainly to win the game. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. Absolutely perfect. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the deep shot. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
Thanks so